Hey guys, Ian here, Repair at Riv's, kind of. Stewie's gone, and Kadence is dancing. I'm gonna quickly do this one. All right, so 71 Ford Thunderbird. This one is in for some electrical issues. Now, luckily enough, service information, we have the books that will make this work. So I'll give you a quick walkabout, and then I'll talk about what it's here for. And yeah, Stewart's just in the middle of doing some diagnostics, so here we go. Okay, so this 71 Thunderbird, the customer is a rock star of the Humboldt Vintage Club, Les. Shout out to you, Les. He is so good. You need a Ford vehicle, go see him at Discovery. He is a salesman there. Yeah, he's your man. Anyway, this car is wonderful. It is very, very clean. It has, low kilometers and everything, but it is here for some issues. Now, these old cars and electronics, especially when they're fancy, and this one's got some fancy stuff, it's got the sequential tail lights, which aren't working, and we can't really look at the tail lights right now. The signal lights don't work, so the sequentials don't work, and the actual signal lights don't work, so we're just checking powers at all the points, and power windows don't work. So, again, this is what happens with old vehicles. Anybody who gets into an old vehicle because they're cool, they are cool, but they are never done. And these Thunderbirds, this body style specifically, they are tricky to find parts for, which is what we're finding. We need it appears, and I'm not totally confirmed this with Stewart yet, but I believe looking for sure a driver's side power window switch. They are not that easy to come by. So we'll be doing some searching tomorrow for some pieces. And I think the signal switch in the column, she's hooched. So that'll get Les back on the road safely. So yeah, that's what this one's here for. And we're gonna walk over here. The Buick, I think I made this video already, but if I didn't, I'm gonna do it again. It's here for rag top. So Chip is our upholsterer guy we have in-house. Comes in when we need him. And yeah, rag top, it has been ordered. So then we'll get the top changed out, new boot and well, and then we'll get it all detailed. And then the customer can have it back. OER is coming. OER is on its way to the order, so we'll be able to start assembly on the Duster. But who needs a 360? This 360 kind of landed in our lap. Again, friend of ours went a different direction with his vehicle. So this is a 1986 360, but it's fully rebuilt. It's new pistons, cam lifter, the whole thing. It's a new build. It's got 400 kilometers on it. And it's drop-in ready. It is drop-in ready. So it was behind a truck 4-speed, I believe. And you can definitely run an automatic if you so choose, but it's like headers to carburetor. You literally could just plunk it in and hit the key and you're ready to go. The break-in is done. So if you need a small block Chrysler, we got you. Also, you need a small block Chevy, we got you. This one's been ran. It's been rebuilt a while ago, but it had never been fired. So it has been fired. It does run. It's got 60 pounds oil pressure cold. It's got 30 pounds oil pressure warm. It does need valve cover gaskets, and I would change the intake manifold. If this was me, I would take the factory one off and it'll brock it up and give it a paint job. But if anybody's looking for small block Chevy, so this is a 350. It is a 010 right there. So we have a 010, so that's a high nickel block. I didn't take the pan off. Should be a 4-bolt main with that 010. When back in the day when we were looking for race car engines or blocks for the race car back in the day, we're always looking for a 010 block. And the ones that we had purchased, they were high nickel 4-bolt mains. And then I just did the video today, so I don't know when this video is going to come out, but this is the only 67 Beaumont SD 396 rag top with stripe ordered. Now, I'm not going to get into it because the other video gets supposed to be red with a stripe. So this was color changed at some point, but it's going back to its original being as a 1 of 1. But anyway, it's not charging. Alternator is crapolined, so it is going to get an alternator tomorrow and a belt. You see how we're all the way out on our adjustment. We're going to bring that halfway, so we'll get a shorter belt and an alternator on it tomorrow. Parts are ordered. And yeah, and the Judge is leaving for now. It's going to get different rear end gears put in. It's screaming down the highway. It's got 392s, so it is screaming on the highway. So we're going to put in 330 gears, and the customer will be jacked about that. Firebird is basically done, minus a couple of interior pieces that are still en route, but they're supposedly coming. And the Roadrunner rear shoes, which should be here tomorrow, the day thereafter. And Scott and Lisa are ready to go cruise the streets again, and then it's done. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think the Jeep had one small thing left, and it's done. Again, waiting for interior pieces for the GMC, the Orange Blossom Special, and it is done. It runs like a champ now. All right. That's the Thunderbird. Come check us out. RIV Classic Car Sales and Repair, clearly. 2634 Faithful Avenue.
Okay, I'll send this.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Siri. So yeah, anyway, check us out. 2634 Faithful Avenue. Take care, bye for now.